Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everybody's enjoying their time with their family and their friends over these next couple of days. We have so much to be thankful for. I'm thankful personally for all my friends, for all my family. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful that I'm able to live in the greatest country in the world, where I'm able to give freedom of expression, like this video. I'm thankful to be able to express freedom of religion, where I can celebrate Jesus coming into our lives, being able to take care of us, provide food, shelter, and happiness. I'm thankful for everybody in this league, starting off with Cody and the Garoppolos. Thankful for his family, for his wife, being able to take care of animals, bring them in and get them prepared for their next journey with their new families. That's one less animal off the street, so I'm thankful for them and them being able to do that. I'm thankful for Nick and his family and his fiancée Christine. Amazing family, awesome people. I'm thankful for you guys. Thankful that Nick was able to grow a mustache and share that with everybody. It's a great mustache, Nick. Keep up the good work. I'm thankful for Bryce and the Drew family, amazing family as well. I'm thankful for Bryce because he's brothers with one of my best friends. So I'm thankful for you, Bryce. I'm thankful for everything you do, giving everybody and spreading happiness within the group. I'm thankful for Mac in Devontae's Inferno. Mac, my little brother, thankful for him. Awesome little brother. I couldn't ask for a better little brother. So I'm thankful for you, Mac. I'm thankful for your new job. Thankful for many, many great years to come. I'm thankful for Colt and Ashley Lale. Thankful for the many years of friendship. I'm thankful that I was able to move you guys multiple times, and I was thankful that Ashley allowed me to handle her underwear drawer on multiple occasions. But I'm thankful to your entire family. You guys mean the world to me. So I'm thankful that you guys are in my life, and I'm thankful for all the great memories ahead and in the past. I'm thankful for the Sinisak family, the Sacks. I'm thankful for Tanya with Just Joshin and Shaun and What Would Deshaun Do. The Sinisak's an amazing family. Thankful for everybody in that family. Amazing people. Couldn't be happier. Me and Shaun have experienced many vodkas together, and I hope to experience more. I'm also thankful for Shaun, your wife Tanya, giving me plenty of laughs over the years and being able to go to the bathroom on command. And last but not least, I'm thankful for my wife Liz. She was able to provide me with bless me with two amazing girls. I'm thankful she's been able to put up with me every year along the way through good times and bad. I'm thankful for every step along the way with her, and I look forward to many great years with her and our families. But getting that out of the way, we have 2 more weeks left in this fantasy football season. That's right, 2 weeks, and it's shaping up to be quite the next 2 weeks. So jumping right into it, Week 12 recap. I'm going to go fast with this. In the high point, we had Shaun knocking off my wife Liz, 136 to 124. Thanks to Shaun having Derrick Henry in his lineup, he was able to get his very first high point, and he'll be joining us later in the show today. It's going to be an awesome interview. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't talked to Shaun in a while, so this will be interesting. Next matchup, we had myself, the Mustache, going up against Cody and the Garoppolos. I needed to avenge my wife's loss, to keep Cody and her tied for last place, and I was a half point short from getting high point. So I was a little ticked off, but I'm happy I get to speak with Shaun as our high point this week. Next matchup, we had Nick and Eustachudis blowing the doors off of Mac and Devontae's Inferno. And yes, Mac, 57 points. That's one of the lowest point totals I think I've seen in a while, and because of that, you get, yes, the horse's ass low point of the week. Hit the music. And then next matchup, we had a husband and wife duel between Colt and Ashley Lale. Colt comes away with the win, but hey, guess what? Both of you guys still have an outside shot at making the playoffs. Next and last matchup, we had Tanya and Just Joshin versus Bryce and the Chubby Chasers. Tanya continues to keep winning. Matter of fact, the playoff standings are as this. Shaun's in first place. Tanya's in second place with 8-4 records. Basically, the Sacks are in first and second. In third place is Mac and Devontae's Inferno. In fourth place is myself, the Mustache. We still have 4 teams vying for a playoff position. That is Team Powder Puff and Colt, Ashley and Couples Therapy, Nick in New Statue Disc, and Bryce in the Chubby Chasers. All have a shot at this. They have to win out. And in last place, basically trying not to get the last point or the last place license plate cover and trophy is Liz and Show Me Your TDs versus Cody and the Grappolos. They're 4-8, both of them. Now Liz has the tiebreaker. She has the most points in the league by a long shot. So if Liz wins out, she will not get last place. Or if Cody loses one of these last 2 weeks, he will get the last place license plate cover. It's going to be exciting. But let's go ahead and let's jump in to this week's interview with Shaun and what would Deshaun do. And I'm excited to speak with him. And joining me on the BNC Refuse Hotline, it's Shaun with What Would Deshaun Do? Shaun, welcome to the High Point conversation. I know it's been a long season. You're in first place right now, but it's got to feel pretty good to get your first High Point.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you having me on. I thought I probably would have been on before, but just didn't happen that way. So glad I'm finally able to, talk to you, and I appreciate having me on.
Yeah, no problem. I enjoy it. I was really hoping to talk to you a couple weeks back, or even your wife a couple weeks back, but it just wasn't in the cards. I did try to avenge my wife's loss to you this last week, and I came up about a half a point short from being the High Point. But at the end of the day, I'm happy you are High Point. But let's jump right into it. Hey, we got 2 more weeks left in the season, and you're now in first place. I mean, what do you got going through your head right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I was trying to make a little push here end of the season, so I can kind of feel good about these last couple weeks. I still gotta make a good final push, but my team's been showing up here the last couple weeks, so it's been good. We've had some good weeks. We took the guys out to dinner last week, just had some good conversations about making a final push here, and they showed up last week, so it's been good.
That's all you can ask for them to show up. But I think your tough question you got to ask yourself is, what quarterback are you going to go with down the stretch? Are you going to go with a young guy in Deshaun Watson, for which you named your team after? Or are you going to go with the old vet in Drew Brees? Is that still up in the air in these next few weeks?
Yeah, that's a good question. I had to pick up a vet kind of middle of the year. I had to get a good backup in there, and wanted to get a solid veteran that I could rely on. So, I'm going to kind of keep it. I'm not going to reveal too much. We'll have to see what happens week to week. But I like to keep the other team guessing. So, we'll see. We'll see how they do this week. But it may be a kind of a joint effort for those guys.
Absolutely. Well, this last week when you were High Point, you scored 136 points. 30 of those points came from Derrick Henry. Were you able to watch Derrick Henry's game on Sunday?
I watched about 2 snaps of football on Sunday, so I did not actually.
Were those 2 snaps Derrick Henry touchdowns? Because he basically scored 2 touchdowns in about 8 seconds.
Absolutely not. I think the 2 snaps I watched was the Broncos sucking again this week, and then I think I stopped watching football. So to be honest, I thought I was going to lose this week. Was playing a tough team. Kudos to Liz. She's had a good week almost every week. I feel bad because she's basically got the most, or she does have the most points in the league
by a long shot. Like, it's not even close. 1,700 compared to the.
She's probably had the most unlucky year I've seen. She has the most points by a long shot, and she's been fighting to not get that last place. So
maybe I'll have to come up with a consolidation award or something. Give everybody a trophy.
We might have to do something like that because every week she has the second most points, I think, and she just ends up playing the person with the most points. So it was a good battle. I did not think I was going to win this week. I did not think I was going to get high points this week. I mean, to be honest with you, my team did not do as well as I would have hoped, but I guess it worked out in the end. So.
Yeah, well, I get to hear it from Liz week in and week out, and I can't stress enough. I know I say it week in and week out, but I just want this season to be over for our marriage's sake. I mean, if I have to hear one more conversation from her saying how her team did so well and then lost, I'm going to pull my own hair out. But I don't know if you looked at the text messages this week. Nick's throwing out a Shaun grow a mustache challenge. Did you see that text message?
I think as most people know, I'm about the worst responder to text messages, and I rarely look at them and I rarely respond. So I think most people know that by now. But I did happen to see that. I'll see what I can do. It's going to be a tough challenge this week because I've probably been growing some facial hair for about 3 weeks, and you can barely see it. So I may have to do like a baby stash, but we'll see if I can make something happen.
Hey, a stash is a stash, to be quite honest. So if you can pull it off, I think Nick would really appreciate that. Nick's making a run after starting off, I think, 0-5 this year. I think he still actually has a chance. What are you, 8-4 now on the season?
I believe that's correct. I believe I am now 8-4.
I think 8-4 with 2 weeks left is enough to secure you a spot in the playoffs. Now, I'm not gonna put a jinx on you or anything like that, but as I look at the standings, you're number 1, and your wife Tanya's number 2. How stressed is that making you guys? How hot is it in your household?
Well, you probably will jinx it, and I'll probably lose the next 2 weeks and somehow miss the playoffs. So thanks for that. But
you're welcome.
You're never safe. So I still need to make a strong push. It's a little crazy that it ends up being 1 and 2 in the household. I guess it's good. It's good to see her doing good too. But when it comes down to it, I think 2 of my losses have been against my wife, so that may have to change if we both make the playoffs. But,
or if you both make the championship game.
It's good to see, but when it comes down to it, competition may get kind of fierce here towards the end.
I mean, yeah, you'll be playing for more than just money at that point. You'll be playing for household pride if that were to happen. Hey, I look forward to it no matter what.
There'll be a lot on the line, that's for sure.
Exactly. Well, hey, I leave it with this question to everybody who is in the High Point Now fraternity. Congratulations. I was getting a little nervous there, you being in first place, not being a High Point yet this year. We now only have 2 people that haven't been. One is your wife and one is Cody. So, I mean, I don't know. Tanya has 2 more weeks to get a High Point. Otherwise, you'll have that on her no matter what. But last question.
That is true.
Last question. What do you want to say to the league with 2 weeks left in the season? Any trash talk?
Well, being number 1, I'm not going to trash talk too much because I feel like you probably already jinxed me to where I'm going to lose now. And it's going to be a struggle to make it. But
I think you'll be fine. You play Mac next week. Mac's reeling now, so
I gotta try to get some sort of dash going for this week. I know he didn't have a good week at all. I mean, let's be honest, it was maybe one of the worst weeks I've ever seen. Which is again probably going to jinx me. I'm probably going to lose, but there was talk around the household that that I don't know if anybody's been lower than that last week. So and it's pretty bad, but. I don't know. Maybe he'll rebound and he'll probably beat me this week. But, I look forward to the challenge every week. So,
well, hey, I think I think you guys are going to be the matchup of the week going into week 13. 2 more weeks left in the season. Shaun, I appreciate you and What Would Deshaun Do joining me today for the High Point conversation. And give Tanya my best.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
All right, man.
Thanks, Shaun, for doing the interview. Let's just jump right into it. Let's get into the Week 13 preview,
and let's get this week going. Well, 2 weeks left in the season, short week, game starting on Thanksgiving. Teams got to step up. Now, 2 more weeks left. We're going to start off with this first matchup. Nick and Eustache Udis going up against Cody and the Garoppolos. Cody needs to win his last 2 weeks to avoid the license plate cover. Nick is looking to finish out the season strong and possibly make a spot in the playoffs. Nick is in 6th, Cody is in 10th. What's going to happen? Is the stash going to prevail? We'll find out. Next matchup, we have Tanya and Just Joshin in 2nd place going up against Ashley and Couples Therapy in 8th place. Tanya, looking like she's going to make the playoffs this year, is going up against Ashley and Couples Therapy. At this time, it looks like Tanya's got the projection. Tanya looking to go into the playoffs strong. Next matchup, we have Liz and Show Me Your TDs in 9th place going up against Bryce and the Chubby Chasers. Liz needs to win these last 2 weeks to avoid the license plate cover. It amazes me that she has the most points in the league and is in 9th place with a 4-8 record. Just boggles my mind. She's looking to go up against a strong Chubby Chasers team. We'll see what happens. Next matchup, we have myself, the Mustache, in 4th place going up against Colt and Team Powder Puff. If you look at the records right there, I'm sitting at 5-7, where Colt, who is in 5th place, is sitting at 6-6. Basically, this is a turnaround game. If Colt can knock me off, Colt's looking like he's going into the playoffs, going into the last week. But whose team is going to be playing strong? I got Lamar Jackson in my lineup, and I'm pretty excited about what he's doing lately. But either way, it's going to be a tough matchup. It's going to be an exciting matchup, and it was almost the matchup of the week. And last but not least, the matchup of the week, Mac and Devontae's Inferno in 3rd, going up against Shaun and What Would Deshaun Do? Look at it. The projections are 130 to 130. Basically, 0.3 points separates the two. Which quarterback's going to come out and sling the ball? Russell Wilson or Drew Brees? I don't know. Either way, this is a battle between 2 playoff teams and possibly could push Mac out of the playoff contention going into the last week of the season. It's going to be an exciting week. Remember, check your lineups. Games start Thanksgiving Day, which is tomorrow. I hope all of you have a great Thanksgiving with friends and family, and I'll speak with you all next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.